Good afternoon. Fade to Black breaking news for this Thursday, June 6th, 2024. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. All right, we've got a busy day. It's always busy around here on Thursday. We've got the news going on right now. Coming up after the show, I will be on with Christina Gomez and Mysteries with History. And tonight we're going to be talking about those that live underground. So stay tuned for that. And then tonight on the show, it's Bigfoot and Cryptids. That's right, all night long with Eric Altman tonight on Fade to Black. Want to remind everybody, I do have 5 major events happening in the second half of 2024, starting next month, June 21st through the 23rd, summer solstice. It is DisclosureFest, Stairway to the Stars at Castaic Lake, right here in Southern California. Tickets and information are below. After that, the 2024 Conscious Awards in Miami, Florida, with Billy Carson and Forbidden Knowledge. And that's a full weekend of events on August 3rd and 4th. And then Contact at Sea. I'm going to Alaska, September 6th through the 13th. Again, links are below. Egypt in October and Peru in November. Now, everything is sold out. There's waiting lists that you can get onto in case there's any cancellations or something opens up. Links for everything are below. Let's get straight to it. On this day in history, 1933, Camden Drive-In, the first ever drive-in movie theater located on Admiral Wilson Boulevard in Pennsauken, New Jersey, opens for the first time on this day in 1933. Here's your Fader fact. Check this one out. Lego bricks withstand compression better than concrete and support the weight of 375,000 other bricks before it fails. This would build a tower over 2 miles high. And that is your Fader fact. Let's get to the breaking news. It happened earlier today. SpaceX's Starship, the most powerful launch vehicle ever built, launched earlier today and achieved key objectives laid out for its 4th test flight that demonstrated the vehicle's reusability. The Starship capsule survived upon re-entry during peak heating in Earth's atmosphere and splashdown of both the capsule and booster. After separating from the spacecraft, the Super Heavy booster for the first time successfully executed a landing burn and had a soft splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico about 8 minutes after launch. The Starship capsule then achieved its expected landing burn into the Indian Ocean. And not stopping there with space news, Boeing's Starliner mission has safely docked with the International Space Station after navigating new issues that cropped up overnight and earlier today. After the successful launch, Boeing's Starliner mission experienced helium leaks and a temporary loss of thrusters during its journey to the space station. NASA says that 2 additional helium leaks had been detected on the vehicle. 1 helium leak had been discovered prior to launch and deemed acceptable. Now, as it approached the ISS, they started testing the thrusters, and they did this at a safe distance from the ISS, and then they did a manual docking. Absolutely incredible. But 2 successful things out there in space happening today. It's going down right now. A searing heat dome will reach peak intensity this afternoon with its hottest day of the year so far in the western U.S. Temperatures today will top out 25 degrees above what's normal for the time of year. Heat will continue through the weekend before easing off a bit early next week. However, many typically hot areas in the West will still have to contend with temperatures about 10 degrees above normal. Here in the Mojave Desert, where I live, it's 100 degrees today. Feels just kind of average to me, but there you go. It's going to start cooling off this weekend. Storm trackers in Texas, in the Panhandle, recovered a massive hailstone that researchers say is likely to be a new state record. Val and Amy Castor, veteran storm chasers with Oklahoma television station KWTV, discovered a piece of hail more than 7 inches long. It's about this big, by the way. Sunday, along the side of the road near Vigo Park, while they were chasing a major thunderstorm system. Val said the stone was about the size of a pineapple. I've seen the pictures. It is the size of a pineapple. The heaviest hailstone on record in the United States was 11 inches and weighed nearly 2 pounds. It was discovered near Vivian, South Dakota, back in July of 2010. Check this out. John Belgrove, a metal detectorist in the United Kingdom, recently uncovered a Bronze Age hoard that includes a sword, an axe head, and jewelry. Belgrove made the discovery after becoming separated from a group of fellow metal detectorists during a treasure hunting event in Dorset, a county southwest England. He walked to higher ground to look for his peers, and his device suddenly started to freak out. That mystery item turned out to be a 2-foot-long rapier sword that had been broken into 3 pieces. The sword's bronze hilt was crafted to resemble wood. The photographs are incredible. The weapon is only one of 3 known swords of this style ever found in Britain. Another discovery. A new room painted with blue walls, a very rare color in Pompeian spaces, has emerged in Pompeii during recent excavations in the central area of the ancient city. The stunning blue walls are decorated with female figures representing the 4 seasons. Oyster shells, ready to be used in renovations, were found also at the site. Crushed oyster shells were added to plaster and mortar mixes. 15 transport jugs and a bronze set consisting of 2 jugs and 2 oil lamps were also found in the room. The photographs and images are absolutely stunning. All right. Finally, I'll leave you with this. And we all saw this coming. Sony Pictures Entertainment CEO Tony Vinciquerra has just announced a major change to the company's upcoming films and TV shows that has previously stirred controversy among viewers and workers in the entertainment industry. During an investor event on May 30th, Tony said that Sony will be heavily investing in ways to produce films and TV shows using artificial intelligence, saying, and I quote, "We are very focused on AI. The biggest problem with making films today is the expense, and we need to find ways to produce films in a more efficient way. We will be looking at ways to use AI to produce both films for theaters and television in a more efficient way using AI primarily," end quote. In Sony's most recent earnings report, it revealed that its operating income for its picture segment during fiscal year 2023 shrunk by $86 million year over year, translating to a 10% decrease. The decision from Sony comes after Hollywood faced 2 strikes last year from actors and writers who listed AI as a top concern. Sony now says that the agreement it made with the unions last year and the upcoming negotiations with the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees and Teamsters will determine how the company can use AI in its upcoming films and TV shows. Now, let me be clear. It's not about filling up the Roman Colosseum with thousands of AI actors. We are used to that. We've seen the films with thousands of zombies. Those aren't actors. We know that is generated. We get that, and we understand that. It's actually everything else. It's set decoration and the people that do that. It's the costumes and the costume designers and the people that are employed to do that. It's the editors and the people employed to do that. It's the writers and the writers that are employed. It's the camera operators. It's the lights and everything on the set. How about craft and food services? This is all people that are employed. And this is the cost cutting that Sony wants to do. It's eliminating jobs, all because they want to save some money. Here in Southern California, this is our industry, and Sony is focusing on making huge swaths of people unemployed. I'm very concerned about these decisions. Seriously. There you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Thursday, June 6th, 2024. Breaking news is produced by Renee Neumann. Coming up shortly, I will be on with Christina Gomez on Mysteries with the History. And today we're going to be talking about people that live underground. Yeah, it's not quite what you think. We're going to be talking about all of that. And then tonight on the show, it's Bigfoot and Cryptids with Eric Altman all night long. But for now, all I've got is Gobekli Tepe.